me, my mom, and my cousin got chewed out by a member of One Direction's team. Hello readers, it's Sasha, and today I'm going to be doing the Meet the Community book tag. I was tagged by Darian over at Darian Reads, so I'll link her channel down below, and I just thought it'd be fun. I really like doing these types of videos to try to get to know the people I'm subscribed to, and so that you guys can get to know me as well. I'm pretty sure you probably know everything that's on here already, but yeah, just in case you don't, let's just dive right in. First question is your name. So my name is Sasha, obviously. The second question is, where are you from? And I am from Canada. I am born and raised on the east coast of Canada, and I love it here. So yeah. Do I have any pets? So I do have a pet. Her name is Peaches. She is 13 years old, and she is a calico kitten. Not really. Well, I mean, she's got kitten energy. So I adopted her with my fiance a year ago. And yeah, she's 13 and we love her to death. I also have a cat at my mom's house. Her name is JC and she is 10. And she is just a giant bitch. Like, literally, she hates everybody. It's hilarious. But yeah, so I have her too, but like, she's not technically mine anymore, but I still consider her one of my pets. The next question is the most binge-worthy Netflix show, and I don't know because I don't watch TV that much. I'm trying to think of shows that I've watched. Okay, if I were to think of a show I've watched, I would either say it would be Sex Education, which is a super funny Netflix show, but also like really real and teaches a lot of different things about sex. And it's a really good show. But I also really loved Orange is the New Black. I binge watched the entire series before I watched the 7th season, the last season, when it first came out in like the summer. And I loved the show. Like, as a whole, like, I think it hit really important topics and I really enjoyed my time watching it. Also, another one is probably like Full House and Fuller House. I really enjoy those. They're kind of like my guilty pleasure shows. I watch them when I'm feeling sad. Like right now, I'm kind of in like a mood where I want to watch Fuller House because it just brings me a lot of good energy. So I think those are probably the most binge-worthy shows that I could think of. The next question is an instant buy author, and honestly, I don't know. Like, I don't really think I have any because it doesn't really matter who the author is. It's more of like a if I think I'll enjoy the story type situation. Like, it used to be Jennifer Armentrout. I used to buy all of her books regardless of whether I'd like them or not. But then this year I read one of her series about aliens, the Lux series, and I didn't love it. So I realized that I can't just buy books based on who the author is. I have to buy them based on what the synopsis is and if I think I'll enjoy it. But I guess the closest thing for me is Cassandra Clare, because I will pretty much buy anything from the Mortal Instruments series unless it's the short story bind-ups. I don't own any of those. I want to own them, but I want to own them once all of the like books are out. So like right now, I forget what this is called. The Last Hours, I think it was, for the Chain of Gold, and then The Wicked Powers, which is going to focus on Ty and Kit. Once all of those books are out, then I can buy the short story bind-ups, and I think I'll have more fun with them. But for now, I don't really want to own any, so I guess she's the closest person I can think of to an instant buy author. The next question is hobbies other than books, other than reading. And honestly, I don't know. I'm pretty boring. I don't really do a lot of things. I go to work, I go home, I do books. That's it. I guess another hobby I have is putting things in my shopping cart that I can't afford. We love that. I like planning trips that I won't be able to do because of Corona, so that's cool. My life. I don't really know. I don't really have a lot of hobbies that I do, if I'm being perfectly honest. I didn't really have a hobby until I came across BookTube, and so BookTube is kind of like my hobby. But I do like to plan trips because I try to take at least one trip a year. It's kind of something that it rejuvenates me, and I like having goals. I like having things I'm working toward. So if I'm saving up for a trip, then I feel like I have something I can look forward to, and that's kind of something that I do. So right now I'm planning, my fiance and I were supposed to be going to the Dominican in May. We were supposed to go in May, but because of Corona, we had to postpone. So I'm kind of like replanning the trip and finding websites that can give me cheaper deals that are still like legit websites. And my friend and I are also planning on going to the Dominican, so because that's literally my favorite place on earth. Like, I would sell my soul to be back in the Dominican right at this moment. Like, I love it so much. But yeah, so I think I'm planning both of those trips for next year. It's ambitious given that I'm starting school, so I don't know how my like spending will work, but we'll see. That's kind of like what I like to do on my free time, I like to kind of plan trips and see where I can find the best deals and pick out cute clothes to go, because when you go down south, like, you gotta pick out a new swimsuit. What is a random fact about me that nobody else knows? I don't know. Oh my gosh. This is like when you were at school and there was like, name a fact about you, and you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'll just go with this one. This is like literally the only one I can think of. I went to a One Direction concert when I was 14, and we basically called in advance and said that like my mom couldn't wait in line because she's has like hip problems, so she can't stand. So the people in it was at the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, they were like, oh my god, that's totally fine, like you can just come up and have dinner in the like Air Canada lounge. But then when we got up there, I'm pretty sure it was like One Direction's like manager or something to do with the group, because she was like, she had something to do with the group because you knew. So she came over to us and she pretty much like chewed us out and was like, well, you can't be up here and blah blah blah. And we were like, ask the Air Canada Centre, we can, like, I promise. And then she got like mad at us still. And yeah, so like me, my mom, and my cousin got chewed out by a member of One Direction's team. So that's wild. That's like the only fact I can think about me that like nobody knows. And that's, oh my god. Okay, I'm leaving this conversation. Favorite bookish or nerdy swag? I think the only thing that I can think of that I really love is my pot holders for my owl crate. These are probably my favorite bookish swag things because they're so useful and they're really, really pretty, so I really like them. Next question is one book series you love but no one else talks about. And for me, a lot of the books that I really loved before I started BookTube are a lot of books that I've never heard anybody talking about. For this though, I'm gonna have to go with Angel Burn by L.A. Weatherly. It's a trilogy about angels that are kind of like taking over the earth, kind of in like kind of an apocalyptic way, but like also not really, because like Willow, our main character, she's still able to go to school and all this stuff, but people are like believing it's like religious intervention, all this stuff. It's really, really good. The way I described it, people are like, huh? But no, it's actually really, really good. And I really enjoy this. I love this series so much. I want to reread it at some point, but I honestly had such a good time reading it. I thought the love interests were really well done. I thought the whole plot was really interesting. And overall, it took a concept that I wasn't really a big fan of in terms of fallen angels and made it something that I couldn't get enough of. So I really loved that. And nobody talks about this. Like literally no one on this earth talks about Angel Burn. And I want more people to know about it because it's really, really good. So I would definitely say this one. So next is this is the last question. It's to like give your favorite booktubers. And I've done this in so many videos, but I will just kind of like go through them again. Darian Reads, Let Me in the Library, Nicholas Wrights, Whiskey on My Kindle, Read Me Free, Tammy Reads, Nyama Reads, Read with Ansu, Coley Reads. Like there's so many. I'm sorry if I missed you. Like Ginger Snap Reads, my ginger sister, my soulmate. I love her so much. So yeah, and the next question is to tag people, but like just do it if you want. I don't really give a shit. If you don't want to do it, that's totally cool. If you want to, do the thing. So thank you so much for coming and watching this video. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already for more content. I try to post 3 times a week. Sometimes that just doesn't happen, but like I'm doing my best. So we'll see. But yeah, until next time, bye readers.